Skills for Non-Selling Professionals, Part 1, Constants and Challenges. This is Ken Boyd, the owner of St. Louis Test Preparation. You'll see our email address and our phone number at the bottom of the page, our website information and YouTube channel information you'll see at the end of the presentation. I'd like to talk about an introduction into this topic. This course, Selling Skills for Non-Selling Professionals, has been used and tested successfully for 20 years, so it has a great track record. The methods work because of an understanding of the client. We address the true wants, needs, and concerns of the prospective buyer, and that's our critical difference. And in fact, we've seen from a lot of other approaches that talk about overcoming objections that our approach is more effective. As a result, non-selling professionals, attorneys, accountants, and small business owners who are not spending their days as salespeople are more comfortable in selling situations and they have more confidence. So we also hope that you'll have an outcome that you'll take away from each one of these presentations that follow. And we hope that this course improves your ability to find and build better customer relationships. Let's talk about some constants in the selling process. First of all, price. We can't do business without it. Don't we all ask how much is it when we have any sort of interest in a product or service at all? We ask that question. That indicates some level of interest. Which takes us to competition. There's lots of competition. It increases all the time, especially competition when it comes to price. Think about the iPod, a great innovation that's come out in the past few years, and how fast competitions come into iPod's market. They entered the market with a unique, user-friendly product that had great sales. Competitors entered the market. And when that happens, it's more difficult for the company, in this case Apple, to distinguish themselves from their competitors. Specifically, it's more difficult to prove that you have more value than your competitors do. So iPod is a good example of how competition enters the marketplace. That leads us to our last point on this page, comparison. Shopping and bidding. Think about that customer considering between the iPod and another electronic device that's similar. They say to themselves, what am I really gaining by paying the higher price for the iPod? That's the sort of conversation that people have with themselves, and that's the issue of comparison. So these constants that we all deal with as business people lead to challenges. The first one being resistance. The common jargon is pushback. People who are potential buyers resist. A good reason that they do so is that price is the exclusive, the only, or the dominant feature of their decision criteria. They're basing their decisions exclusively or to a large extent on price. And in some cases, that should not be the case. Think about hiring a contractor to do a room addition. If you are hiring the cheapest person, it's very likely that that person doing the work is going to do it with poor quality, less expertise, and you're going to end up spending more money to fix the room addition later on. So price, in this example, should not be the dominant criteria. Compare that, though, with leaving your house and going out to buy Tide laundry soap, and you've got Target and Walmart across the street from each other. In this case, the decision to go to one store or another is nearly equal, and you probably would shop exclusively on price. So in some cases, this extreme focus on price is appropriate, but in many cases it's not. That leads us to point 2 here, conversion. Being able to convert a question about price, the how much is it question, into conversations about important value-related concerns. For example, let's go back to our contractor example. You're considering a room addition as a customer and you ask the person, how much does it cost? And he says it's going to cost anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 depending on the quality of the materials and the expertise of the laborers required. That's going to steer the conversation into something about value, quality, expertise, and away from exclusively price. And finally, winning. The purpose of this course is to help ensure that you're able to get the business without dropping or lowering your price. Overall, this program is about dealing more effectively with these constraints, these constants, and these challenges. And it's for anyone interested in earning and retaining business and clients without sacrificing a fair return for the effort. If you're doing quality work and providing expertise, there's nothing wrong at all with being paid a fair rate for your services. That's the end of part one of our presentation. You'll find lots of more information on our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, click on channel, Ken Boyd STL, all one word. Lists all of our YouTube videos, including more on this topic. You will find live chat session dates and times on our website on the homepage, stltest.net. Here's our email address and our phone number. We thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.